Hey everyone, in today's video, I'm going to show you how to set up your Google Merchant Center feed for your Shopify store. Obviously this step is a little bit tricky. Some people struggle with it, so I'm going to try and keep it as simple as possible so you can get your feed up and running quickly. In this video, I'm going to show you how to manage and set up your Google Merchant Center feed. So we've already set up our Merchant Center account. We now need to link it to our Shopify store, and we also need to make sure that the feed is now going to send our product info into the Merchant Center so we can then run ads. So there's a few ways you can do this, guys. These are the three I would recommend. One is a Google Sheet. I'm not going to show you how to do that, but it's very simple. There's a format. You just got to go into the Merchant Center, have a look at the format that they require, manage that sheet, right? There's a section within there to upload it. A bit more tedious, a bit more manual, not my preferred approach. There's lots of free and cheap apps to do this, which are going to save you tons of time and in the end, money. So there's the free Google Shopping Feed app by Shopify. Again, I don't like that one. I prefer to use this very cheap paid app. I believe it's $5 per month, and they do a 21-day free trial. So this is the method I'm going to show you guys because it's the best way to manage your feed in my eyes, and it's a very cheap app. It's definitely worth the investment. The other free app has lots of issues in my opinion, and the actual the way it manages the feed is quite clunky, and it takes you a lot of time to then go and add information to the feed, where the Google Shopping Feed app by Simprocess is very, very good, and the support team is amazing. So that's why I'd recommend them. To be honest though, a lot of you will be able to get away with just using the free Google Shopping Feed app, but I'm going to show you the Simprocess method just because it's my preferred approach and I believe it's the best one for you. So before we get too much into it, guys, I want to make sure that you fill in all this info in the Merchant Center. So we're back in the Merchant Center. Go and fill all this information, as I said, and work your way through all of these sections, okay? So shipping and returns, we need to create a shipping rate in here. So click the plus, add shipping service, and let's just call it US shipping, okay? And we're going to do the United States. And now one little thing, guys, no matter the currency of your store, if you select United States here, the currency needs to be USD. So the currency isn't the currency of your store, it's the currency here that you're targeting, okay? So shipping and handling time, let's say it's 1 to 2 days, Monday to Friday. Transit time, let's go 2 to 15 days. Monday to Friday. Just put whatever your shipping times are, make sure you put it in there. If you have any holiday cutoff periods you want to put in here, put it here, guys. Otherwise, let's create a shipping rate and we'll click add. The easiest way to set one up, guys, is to create a single rate for all orders. Otherwise, there's one based on price, weight, number of items, and destination. I just prefer to do one rate, and this is a free shipping rate, and we're going to name it as such, free shipping. Now, say you have multiple layers, then you're going to have to go back and you're going to go either, if you use carriers, use carrier rate, and so on and so forth. Okay, guys, so there's a bunch of different ways you can set it up. I'm just going to show you this method. Otherwise, if you have any issues, just let me know, but this is the easiest way to set it up. Just click continue. But obviously, basically what you got to do though is you have to match whatever is in your Shopify store. So yeah, next section is sales tax. Make sure you save. So the next section is sales tax, and obviously whatever the law dictates where you are. So if you're in the US and you need to collect sales tax, make sure you set it up. Otherwise, given I'm not in the US, I don't have to. So I'm going to click save. Again, I'm not a tax expert, so please consult your accountant or professional that assists you with this. And that's this section done and dusted. As I said, fill in the business information section. And then affiliates, no need there. Services, I've covered off in another program, in another video. If you have a Google My Business listing, guys, you can actually register that as well. So under linked accounts, just click Google My Business and add it in here. But otherwise, the most important things are shipping and returns. They need to match whatever's on your store. Sales tax, business information. And from here, guys, we can go into the next step where we're going to actually install the apps and we'll go from there. So visit the Shopify store, guys. Type in Google Shopping. And what I'll do is I'll actually install both of the apps that I recommend. There's this one here. Click Add App. Click Install. Now just click Allow, saying you will allow SimProcess access to these things. Now you're going to find your Google Merchant Center here if you've used the same email. Again, there's why I said use the same email. Otherwise, if you haven't done these steps, they've got them all there, guys. And these guys are going to want you to have all the good video content here that if I've missed anything, these guys are going to have it. They've got tons of cool video content about it, guys. So let's just click yes, I've enabled programs. It's now going to make sure that we've verified the domain, okay? So if you haven't done that, then this won't work. See, this is the next step, shipping information. That's why I've already set it up for you guys. We've got shipping information. If you haven't set all this stuff up, this will not be ready to go, okay? So from here, guys, what I like to do is, there's two methods to manage your feed. You can do all products, or you can create a Google Shopping collection and just do those, okay? It's totally up to you. For now, let's go all products. For the title, I like to use the SEO title. The reason for this is I don't have to change my store type, my product page description, and I can just change the SEO one. And then you can do the same for the product description as well. And here, it totally depends on one, your budget, and two, what type of product. I normally submit all variants, okay? If you don't include tax and prices, make sure you select this. And here, global format is the most common one, and that's what I use. Now let's just click sync. Now this is going to sync our store and the Google Merchant Center account together, and your feed will be ready to go. And you'll actually, once all of this stuff is approved, I'll go into back into the Google Merchant Center account. So you'll actually have information pop up here for services, and once this is all done here, once products actually are set up, so once we've actually got products through, come in here, you'll be able to click this, I've agreed, agree to the policies, and activate. Until this is set up, and this can take up to 10 hours as per the little message that popped up there, you'll click activate. It'll then take anywhere up to 7 days, guys, sometimes even longer, to actually get that feed approved. So you're gonna have to wait that time before you can actually do ads. So best bet is to jump on this and do this quickly, okay? So, but otherwise, guys, that feed is ready to go. What I can do is I will show you how to do it with the free app as well. So to sell for free with Google Shopping using the Shopify integration, what you can do is, guys, is jump into here, sales channels, and then select Google. Add the sales channel, allow. This is going to give you the store requirements as well. So you need to have a refund policy, you need to have your payment methods visible, and your contact information is visible as well. If you don't have this, guys, you will not be able to set this up properly, and you'll get your Merchant Center account banned. If you actually want to go and create a smart campaign, you can do this straight away just from here, guys. If you want to sync your product feed as I just showed you, just click this and get started, okay? But the way to do this, you need to have these here, and once you're ready to go, that's all you need to do. If you need to do a smart campaign, again, you just need to click that. As I said, I'll show you my main method, which is using the SimProcess app. And the reason I recommend that is you're going to be able to use a lot more features that are missing in this app here. This app is great for beginners. So if you are a beginner, feel free to use this. If you do have a bit more money and want to save yourself some time, use the SimProcess app. Okay, so you're good to go. Just wait anywhere from 2 to 7 up to 10 days for your feed to get approved. And once you've got that, you can actually move on and start and create you can actually get started and create your first Google Shopping campaign.